Really? Really? Okay. Okay. You have to get down so I can do the video. I'm going to be talking about the do's and the don'ts of caring for a Siberian Husky, or if a Siberian Husky is the kind of pet that you want to own. So, Alani, are you ready? Today we have Alani. She'll be here helping us to understand Huskies. But Alani is 9 months old. Her birthday was January 15th, 2018. The first things about Huskies that everyone needs to know is that Huskies, if you're thinking about getting a Husky anytime soon, that they do require a lot of attention, and they are very playful animals. Come from the another thing about Huskies that they do get into everything, so you have to pay attention. You have to pay attention to them. Me, I have gates around here, so in certain areas I don't want her to go, then she won't go because it's a gate right there. And you just want to pay attention because they can tend to, like dogs in general, they can tend to eat anything they see or tear up and destroy everything. And that would be another reason to think about getting a Husky, because they do tear up a lot. They tear up a lot and they get into things a lot, especially when they're bored. I know Alani has a bed, and this is her bed. Look how this bed is. And she puts a hole in it. So yeah, this is her bed that she still plays with and sleeps with. She likes sleeping with it, and that's her bed. And she tore a hole in it when she was about 6 months because it was in her cage and she was bored. And that's just what they do. They get into things, they tear up things, and they're very curious dogs, and they want to see what they don't know. They're very curious. Another thing about Huskies, if you're really considering about getting Huskies, is that they do need toys and a lot of playtime. And when I mean a lot of playtime is that they can be hyper, and they are running dogs. They go outside to run. They love to run. So if you don't have time to really take care of your dog, like say you have a full-time job and your dog is in the cage all the time, that's not a thing for a Husky, because they are escape artists. They are, say yes we are, they are very good escape artists. She had escaped from her cage probably about twice already, but we got that under control. But they will escape from their cages, and they run. Like, they just run. So they need a place to run around. They can't be really confined. They need a place to run around, and they love attention. Like right now, she just loves attention. She loves attention, and she's very stubborn. So sometimes you can get a stubborn Husky, sometimes you can get a chilled Husky, sometimes you can get a hyper Husky, and sometimes you can get all three, all two. I have a stubborn and a hyper Husky, as you can see in this video. Alani, are you gonna say something? You gonna say something? Another thing to know about Huskies is that they don't bark. They do not bark, but they do howl. Some of them bark. She will bark if I'm not paying attention to her, and she wants me to pay attention to her, and I'm like studying my schoolwork and she wants me to pay attention and I'm not paying attention to her, then she'll bark. But other than that, when she's confined, when I'm downstairs in the kitchen and she can't get into the kitchen because the gate is right there, she will start howling and whining and crying because she wants to see what I'm doing. She wants to know my every move. She wants to be there with me in my every move. So just know that they do not bark, but they are howlers. Another thing to know about Huskies is that they do shed, and you probably see it, but they do shed a lot. They are shedders. And Alani, she's not a very fluffy Siberian Husky, but she is fluffy. She's not super fluffy like most of them, but she does have the fur. So I do have brushes, and I did have some brushes. I had 2 when she was born. I have 2, but like the first one was a little brush for her because she was a little puppy, and the brush that I have now, it works amazing for her. And so you just need different brushes. Another thing about Huskies is that they are not good guard dogs. Like they are not good guard dogs. If you're looking for a guard dog, a protective dog, I'm pretty sure you can take your dog to a training area that can train them to be a guard dog. Then maybe that could work. But in general, Huskies, they are not guard dogs. They are very friendly dogs. They want to be friendly to everybody. They want to be friendly to every single dog. They don't get into trouble unless they are left alone, which I advise you do not leave your Husky out the house alone, because your couch will be tore up, your pillows will be tore up, anything will be tore up if you leave them out alone and not in the cage. But besides that, they're not very protective dogs. So if you are looking for a protective dog, I would not say a Husky would be a good choice, because they're just not, they're friendly. They're very friendly. They're very curious. They want to see everything. They want to know about everybody. They want to know their scent. They want to know their smell. So if you're not looking for a guard dog and you're looking for a friendly dog that could be nice, I would get that. Another thing you should know about Huskies, if you are someone that's my age, in their 20s, early 20s, late 20s, or just in general, and you're looking for an apartment, ask them what their breed restrictions are, because it is hard to find apartments that will allow Huskies, because they're considered as working dogs. So okay, Alani. Okay, so if you're thinking about moving into an apartment soon, or you're in an apartment thinking about getting a dog and a Husky is one of them, just ask them if they're allowed to have Huskies, because I know some apartments, most apartments don't allow Huskies, which is crazy. You can do townhomes and you can do condos, so just check into that. But other than that, Huskies are very amazing dogs. I probably will make a video of the things, the starter kit for Huskies, if you need to know. Another thing about Huskies is that they are diggers. Like when you take your dog outside, they would dig from China all the way to the UK. Like they are very deep diggers, big diggers, whatever you want to call it. They can dig a mile away. So just know, if you have a Husky and you don't want them to dig in your yard or whatever, just pay attention and watch them. Alani, she yes babe, yes, Alani, she digs a lot. She does dig, thank you. She digs in my yard a lot, but I try to reduce that because I do not want a lot of holes in my yard. So just know that if you get a Husky, there are diggers. They do require a lot of attention, a lot of time, and a lot of love, as you guys can see. They want their things their way. They're very stubborn dogs, but at the end of the day, they're very sweet dogs. They're very playful, and they're really just like kids, and they're very good with babies. So I'm pretty sure if you have a new family and you're thinking about getting a dog, and a baby would be a Husky will be a great addition if you have a baby, because they're just lovable animals, and they're very attachful, and they love attention. So just know that Huskies are just like kids. They require a lot of attention. They require a lot of love, care. They do like to run around, so they require a lot of outside time. They need toys and harness and collars and brushes. I would recommend getting a vacuum cleaner if you don't have one already. That's like a very powerful vacuum cleaner that can get the hair shedding, because shed hair will be everywhere if you can't see it, but if you can see it, it's hair everywhere. So that's all that I have for you guys today, and if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Let me know anything you want to know about Husky, and anything you want to know about taking care of 2 dogs. I do have another Husky. He's not here right now, but how do we take care of 2 Siberian Husky, well, 1 Siberian Husky and the other one is a Husky. How we take care of those, what do you need for a Husky, or any other relevant questions that you may want to know about Huskies. Any videos you want me to make about Huskies, or any other questions that you have.